Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to Stamp with Peggy. I am Peggy Merwin from Wonder Lake, Illinois. It is Monday, January 2nd, second day of January 2023. Can you believe that? Hopefully everybody had a wonderful weekend. We had decent weather this weekend. Our kids were here, so we finished our final Christmas celebration. Hi, Cheryl. And New Year's all together. So we had a good time. It was great to be with them. And then Tony and I were both off work today, so the house has all been un-Christmased today, which is a little sad to see the bare walls and the bare floors, yet it's also wonderful to see the kind of semi-clean, except where Peggy's been. Mantle is back to plain. Now I need to get some spring and a little bit of Valentine coloring in there, but again, it's just kind of a nice clean feel as I start getting really busy with stamping again now. My sister and I have our Stampin' Sisters retreat in March, so we are trying to finish all of our projects so that we can get supplies ordered and get those things going. We have a demonstrator event in a week and a half or almost 2 weeks, so it's just a busy time of year. So I see lots of you jumping on. Thank you, thank you. Make sure that you are saying hi. Make sure that you share, comment, all those fun things. Remember, I do drawings every week, 1 or 2. Okay, I'm trying to pull up here so that I can kind of watch your comments. Hi, Heather. Thanks for joining. Sharon. Nancy Sears is here, Jackie's here, and I know I saw a few others up on my screen. Hi, Helen. Okay, so what all did you guys do this weekend? Pop that in there. Talking about comments and sharing, and you guys have been doing such a great job. My followers, and again, I don't have a huge, we are working on that, right? But I went over 300 followers. Yay. That's all thanks to you guys. And so now we're shooting for 350. So get everybody to follow along. Make sure you hit that follow button so that you get notified when I am going live every Monday night at 7 o'clock. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get any updates on any videos or anything that I am doing over there. Okay, so drawings for prize winners for commenting and sharing and tagging and loving and Linda Vanderspool, you are the queen of it. Thank you so much. Linda has shared the YouTube, the Pinterest, the lives, the everything. They're wonderful. Okay, what did somebody say? Quiet weekend. Oh no, fell asleep at 8 o'clock. Well, Happy New Year's to you 2 times then, right? Okay, so I have one of the adhesive back sequins and gems that I am giving away this week. These will be, if they're not, they might already be sold out, but they are done on Wednesday if they are not sold out right now. And I don't know for sure how I say this, so I apologize in advance. Gian Kohler, Gian, you've recently followed and shared, so thank you. And so it's GEANNKOLLAR, and I know it's backwards on the screen, but Gian, if you are joining, please make sure that you send me your address so that I can get these out in the mail to you right away. And then I'm also giving out some of the, and what's this one called? Leaf Label and Amber Gems Combo Pack. These are great for cards, but they're also fabulous for scrapbooking. And Tammy Korzik is the winner of these. So Tammy, there is a package here for you when you are in town again. And I will stick these in there so that when you pick that up, these will be in there for you. Okay, then I did a kind of last minute, gave you almost 2 weeks, card sketch for December. And thank you, Linda Vanderspool, for that little push to get that in there. So I did do the card sketch, and I posted it on my page and on my group. And we had, we had about 10 participants. So thank you to those who did take the time to do that. And the winner is Suzanne Gannon. And I will, when we flip the camera down, I'll put this up again. But this was Suzanne's card that she had posted. I put in kind of the number of comments, likes, loves, things that are on there. And then I also put it into random name generator. And that's how the winner is chosen. So I don't pick which card I like or whatever. I just think they're all fabulous. And I love that you participate in them. So Suzanne, if you're not watching live, hopefully you're watching the replay. And then you will let me know what you want with your shopping spree. And we will go ahead and take care of getting that ordered for you. Hi, Nikki. Thanks for joining. I think I just saw Annie on. Let's see. Celebration is 3 days away. The new spring mini catalog is 3 days away. So you have 3 final days to place orders from the holiday catalog, from the clearance rack, from the last chance list, and then we move right into Celebration and the spring catalog, which is fabulous. Okay, let's go ahead and switch you down. Let's get this here, this here. Okay, bear with me here a second as things jump all around as I'm trying to get resituated. Coming back up. Close your eyes. Boop. Okay. Back in the holder. Okay, let's get this pulled forward some. Okay, so again, this is Suzanne's card. She did the layout the same way I did. She added, I just love this. Just a note. This is one of my favorite sayings on cards. Excuse me. And then she put the fun little trees in there. So it's just a very lovely, lovely card. Okay, I see Char's on. Hi, Char. Did I just see that you had a wedding or something this past weekend? Or a bridal? I think it was a wedding, I think I saw. Maybe not. Maybe it was one of the other girls. Okay, so tonight we're going to work with the Country Bouquet Stamp Set and Coordinating Punch. And the coordinating Country Floral Lane designer paper. Love this print. And there's just some really fun color combinations. When I think Valentine's, I always think of the reds and blacks and grays and tans. And this one's got some fun blues in with it. So we can do some fun masculine cards. Excuse me. Giving them a little bit of hearts, but not necessarily quite so girly looking. Okay, so there's one side of all 6 sheets. And then there's some more blues. There's just some fun spring, summer. This would be adorable, cut apart and put onto a scrapbook page. Oh, I must have 2 of the same in there. Okay, so that's the paper that we're going to use. Oh, excuse me. I am much better, but the cough is still hanging on there for me a little bit. Okay, so we're going to get that out of the way. If you saw about 20 minutes ago or so, I posted, here's the card that we're doing tonight. I was going to try to get a couple of different things, but with all the decorations and everything, that didn't happen. But this suite is what I will be doing a class on later this month. I don't have it posted yet, but remember back in December, in early December, I showed you this little box that I had done for a kind of impromptu bridal shower for a coworker. And of course, I can't get the lid off right now. This one's super, super tight. But it's a fun little box that has a bottle of champagne in it, or a wine bottle. I think a wine bottle is what we will be doing. And then I don't know about Lindt chocolates, but we will have a spot for some fun chocolates inside of here. This is going to be a class. This is going to be a class we're going to do towards the end of January, where we're going to use this designer paper, this stamp set, and we're going to make this and probably like 1, maybe 2 other small little things. So keep an eye out for that. Okay, so here's our card. And I said it's an interactive card. There's a little piece of ribbon. We're going to pull the ribbon And up pops our greeting and just a little spot for just a few little sweet little lovin's. That one's got to stick down. If you want more, you can just turn it over, put a piece of basic white on the back, and then you can write a whole little message there. Okay? But it's just so fun. Nikki, it makes me think of you with this class with all the hearts. Kelly will have a fit, but you need to come down for this class. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay? So that's what we're going to do tonight. I saw this original design by a fellow demonstrator, Julie Davison, and I thought it was perfect for this paper. She did it a couple of years ago, and I thought, okay, we got to do this. So we're starting with the base of the card is 4 1/4 by 11. I've scored it at 5 1/2. Okay, then we're going to pull our paper trimmer in and a pencil that's nice and sharp or has a nice long lead on it. Okay, we're going to put it in, but we're not going to cut or score it. We're going to put our pencil in here and we're going to draw a line at 2 inches. Okay, thank you, Annie. And then we're going to slide it over to 4 inches and we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so we've got 2 lines, one at 2 inches, one at 4 inches. Okay, then we're going to pull our stamp cut and emboss machine in. Okay, and I know one of the issues with the stamp and cut machine people have talked about is how it kind of sometimes slides around. Oh, goodness. I bought some of this drawer slide stuff so that your stuff in your drawer doesn't slide all over. And this works great. It holds it right in place. Okay, I'm using a brand new die set that will be in the spring catalog called Something Fancy Dies. And I'm going to use this one right here. Okay. And we're going to pull this in. All right, let's see if I got all my layers here. I think I'm good. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, nope, not that way. It's going to go this way. Okay, and I'm going to put it right to the edge kind of my line. And I'm going to use my sticky note tape because I put it right here where I could find it. And we're going to stick that down. Okay, and I'm not showing real well in the video right now, but when it comes out the other side, hopefully you will see it. So we're in, I don't know, about an inch and a quarter-ish from the side. And we're just going to run that through. And you're going to jiggle a little bit, sorry. Okay. And then we're going to take this off. You can use this piece for something else. And then we're going to put it over here again on this side. Kind of doing the exact same thing. And then we're going to cut another spot. Okay, so hang in there. You guys know that I love both the big and the small, the mini Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. But did you know that with Celebration, if you sign up as a demonstrator during Celebration, you can get a brand new exclusive, let me find it here. You can get a starter kit that has a blue mini Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. Isn't that adorable? It's just so cute. I love the little one. It's very, very handy for lots and lots of things. But the blue one is so cute. And it's only available as part of the starter kit during Celebration. So those of you who have been thinking about but have not done it yet, you definitely want to, because it is fabulous. Okay, so here's my card. I don't care about that because we're going to cover that up anyways. All right. So let's just go ahead and start. I have two pieces that are 1/2 inch by 2 3/4 inch. Okay. One is going to go on the back side or the inside of the card, and one is going to go on the front of the card. Okay. And so what I want to do is I just kind of want to eyeball it. It does not have to be exact. It does not have to be completely straight. This will all work anyways. Okay. We are going to put mini dimensional in those spots right there. Okay, so I'm going to put one right here, and I'm going to put one right here. We want to keep it on the white part so that it's not on the Sweet Sorbet. That's the color that I'm using. We're going to take those backings off, and we're going to take the other one, and we're going to put it right on top of the first one. Okay, and like that. Okay. And then it slides. That's what creates our double slider mechanism. Okay. All right. So then find all my pieces here. Okay. Our card is going to go like this, and we're going to have stuff on the front of it. Oh, and I forgot to grab. Oh, goodness. Just a minute. Okay. I have my layering circles. I'm going to take the smallest one because we no longer have a punch, right? And we're going to pull this back up here because I need to take the front of my card and I need to cut like a little half circle out of there. So we're just going to lay that on there. We're going to do like a little half circle. Let's see if I can get this up just a little bit more. Okay. So we're just going to do like a little half circle, centering it as close as we can. And I eyeball center it. You know that. Okay. And then we're just going to send that through. And then I can get that out of the way again. Okay, and so there we have our little cutout. Okay. All right, so this is going to be the front of our card. This piece is 3 1/4, 3 1/2. Nope, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And then, and you know me, I had to have layers. So I have a piece of Petal Pink that is 1/8 of an inch smaller. So it is 3 1/8 by 4 3/8. And we're just going to adhere that together. And then I have a piece of the designer paper that's 3 by 3. And I didn't do it any longer because you're not going to see this part. So there's no point in wasting designer paper. That way you can get more cards out of your paper, right? Hi, Glenda. Thanks for joining. Oh, shoot. And I forgot before I stick this one down. I have a piece of Petal Pink ribbon. We're just going to fold it in half. And I don't know, it's about 3 inches-ish. We're just going to fold it in half. And we're going to stick just a little bit hanging up above. And then we're going to take a piece of tear and tape. And we're going to put that right over the top of it. Okay, that's going to help hold that down. And then we're going to put our designer paper over the top of that. Almost forgot that. Okay, so that's our first pull-up piece. Okay, that's all good. Now we're going to push our little slider mechanism all the way to the bottom. And we're going to put tear and tape across that. Okay, and then we're going to line this up at the top. Looks like I didn't get that centered very good. Okay, and then with this all the way at the bottom, we're going to peel that tear and tape off. And we're going to stick that piece right to it. Okay, so there is our piece, and it's going to pull up. But first, we need to secure the sides. And we're going to do that nice and strong with tear and tape. We're not putting it along the bottom. We're only putting it along the sides. And you want to keep it as close to the sides as you can, so that you have enough room for your slider. Okay. All right. And so then we're just going to peel those off. Okay, before I completely close, I'm just kind of making sure I got everything where I want it. And then just close your card. Okay, now our slider piece slides really nice and doesn't flap all over. Okay, now we got to attach the next layer. So I have a piece of Petal Pink and a piece of basic white. Okay, the basic white is going to have our little greeting on it. So I'm using Mossy Meadow because that's one of the colors in the paper. I love that we are friends. Okay, and we're going to stamp that on there. And then we're going to take the little hearts and Sweet Sorbet. And we're just going to add some hearts here. And then we're going to come down here and add a couple down here. And then that gives you a little more room to be able to sign your name, your greeting. Okay. And so then we're going to adhere that to the Petal Pink. All right, and then we're going to take some more tear and tape, and we're going to put that down at the bottom on this second piece. Remember, we did it on the back side. Okay, so now we're going to peel that off, but we're going to pull it up as far up as it'll go so that it's all open, and we want to kind of eyeball where we want it. All right, and then we're sticking it down onto the tear and tape. So the tear and tape is all covered. And then our card comes and slides together. Isn't that cute? Okay, now we got to make the front look like something and cover this part up. So we have a piece of basic white, Petal Pink, and another piece of the Country Floral Lane designer paper. So we are going to adhere these layers together. Because again, I just couldn't do the designer paper on just the basic white. It needed to have another layer of color. Isn't that pretty? I just thought this was a really fun way to start the new year, is share a little love in a very pretty way. Okay, now we're going to put dimensionals. We don't want dimensionals in here, any of the middle section. Okay, so those of you who know how much I love my dimensionals, this one's a little harder. So what I did is I took the edges, I just cut them into smaller chunks. Okay, and we're going to put it on the four corners, but I also found that I wanted one chunk in the middle here to help hold that up. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. You want to keep it as close to the outside edge as you can get it, but you just want those smaller strips. Okay, and then we can put one more on the bottom section. Okay, so it's going to go like this. It's stuck down here, which will not make any difference on our slider portion. Okay, so we're going to take these backings all off. And we're going to go ahead and adhere this to the front. The top has a little more sweet sorbet than the sides or the bottom because you needed that spot for that round out. Okay, so there, you can't see, and ta-da! Okay, now we need to make the front look pretty. So I have a piece of sweet sorbet that is 5/8 of an inch by 3 7/8, and I already stamped with the Mossy Meadow. Just wanted to say, so we're going to adhere that down onto here. Like that. Okay. And then I took and cut a, I don't know, what is it? It's a third one down. It's about a 2 1/8 inch circle using the Stylish Shapes dies. That's going to go right here. And of course, that's going to go on with dimensionals. But I think we'll build first. Okay. Then I took the stamp set and the dies, or the punch, and I stamped this heart, which is a double heart, in Sweet Sorbet, and I stamped the leaves in the Mossy Meadow. Okay, so now you guys get to decide. So there's the hearts. Do we do the dark Mossy Meadow, or do we do it stamped off? Leave your comment in there which one I should do. First, I will punch out the heart. And this is what I love. They're on together. Oh, I should have had a bigger piece. Okay, you know how you do that, right? Take a scratch paper piece of cardstock. And you attach your punch piece. Okay, Annie says dark. Linda says stamped off. Okay, what do the rest of you think? Do I leave it dark or do I do it the lighter stamped off? Okay. And so then we have our heart and we have a little heart. The little heart is going to go right over here beside our just wanted to say. So we're just going to set that there. Nikki says light. Cheryl says dark. Cindy says dark. Okay, tell you what. There's the dark. Okay. So let's do this one light, and then we'll see which one we like better. So then again, we have the stamp. Both leaves are on there together, so it fits right in there. Okay. And here is our light. Okay, so we're going to attach the heart with dimensionals, of course. Okay, but before I completely set it down, it's like, okay, where do I want my leaves? And so we are going to put, this one goes on this side. We're going to put one leaf there, and then we're going to put the other leaf here, and then we're going to attach our heart. Okay, I'm kind of going with you guys. I'm almost thinking I like the darker one better. Makes it pop just a little bit more. Okay, and there's our heart, and then we are attaching. All right, then we're going to go ahead and attach that onto here. Then, what I forgot to do the first time, let's see if I can find them. I think these are what I want, but now I got to find which ones have already been used. think it's this one. We have some brand new pastel adhesive backed sequins. Okay. And we are going to add a few little sequins around here. And we have some gold ones, we have some pink ones, we have some blue ones. And you know what? I want a gold one right in the center of that. And maybe one more over there. And let's go ahead and add them in here. I am a little bit of a good enabler there, Linda. I will admit that. But, you know, it's just so much fun to play with all the new products. And I know we do say every time that, no, we're not going to get any more. And there is your card. Isn't that cute? Just absolutely love. And, you know, I love the 3D type thing. So movement cards are awesome. Okay, so this is, like I said, keep an eye out. This is what we will be using, and I will be posting this out in the next day or two. The Country Floral Lane designer paper that you will get, that we will make a box. It won't be like this. It will be Valentine-y. That will hold a bottle of wine and then some chocolates inside. So it'll be a little different than this, but it will be similar to that. And then a couple of other fun little things to go along with it. And Linda loves the light green. I think both of them work. I think it works either way. So there you go. Let's go ahead and pull those out so you can see the greeting. Okay. And there's our cards for this week. So you guys have a fabulous week. Again, reminder, celebration starts on Thursday. If you want this blue mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, send me a message. Let's talk. And I can share with you how you can get that. Okay, have a wonderful week. Enjoy the wonderful weather tomorrow. And we'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.